And we are live, I think. I usually think and I'm generally right. So let's hope that I'm actually live. And Lance Javen is here. He says, Hiya Thrash. Lance, good to see you, my man. How's the sound and picture quality? Let me know. And oh, look who's here. Only 257 says, Hooah! And a hooah to you, or three of us, I should say. The three of me. It's just the three of us. And oh, John Doe's here. It says, I'm here. Excellent, John. And guess what? Yes, we're doing the Spock trivia tonight, as you bequested. Keithy is here. He says, hello, this is differentum. How is it differentum? I think it's similar. Yeah, some of my friends are be sure to use Geritol and 2007 says, I'm watching Assault on Precinct 13 from the 70s, early John Carpenter film. Early John Carpenter film, and a great one. And Tug is here. He says, yo, 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 and a yo, 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 and a bottle of rum to you too, Tug. So good to see you, by the way. And you are so, if you guys haven't seen his retrospective on the Philadelphia Experiment, you got to. It's great. And you were so right. It's weird. Right around the mid 80s, our military went from always being the bad guy to almost always being the good guy. It's uncanny. And Zublix is here. He says, good evening to all. And Gary Carpenter says, I'm back. And Tracy's here and says, hiya. And I think I just deleted somebody's chat. If I did, I apologize. And Scott is here. He says, I'm here with my remade channel. Congratulations on the remake of the channel. And Steve is here. He says, hey now, lads and ladies. Steve, it is so good to see you, my man. He's been putting out some amazing quality work in the last few days. You guys got to check him out. Oh, My Flock is giving us a link. Thank you, My Flock. BK on the air is here. BK on the air. He says, Thrash. There, hey, Thrash. Barry, so great to have you with us. And of course, you got to check out Barry's radio spots. They're absolutely amazing. There's a link to them on my Facebook account. And be sure to drop a link for Barry, too, by the way. Pretty please. Jim's camera at dawn is here. It says, greetings, everyone. Greetings to you there, Slippery Jim. So good to see you. Thank you for the links. Dominic D is here. He says, hey, Gary. Dominic D, so glad you could make it. Kevin Scott 76 is here and says, hey, Thrash, that was me swimming in the pool on my other account. Swimming in the pool on their account. The Walking Dead? I don't recall swimming in the pool. I saw a Walking Dead thing. But anyway, Kevin, great to see you, by the way. Oh, and by the way, I asked my brother-in-law. He's going to try to dig out. We weren't able to find out what unit his father served in World War II, but we will get back to you. We will get back to you. Len says, I'm not seeing My Flock in the chat. No, she's here. Yeah, she's actually right there below 257. Who says, hey, Gary? Steve says, hit that like button, what he said. Thank you, Flock. Sister Sarah, for all the links. Danny says, I tied up with a family thing this minute. Danny, don't worry. You're with us in spirit always, and so glad you could stop by. And Sarah, please give us a link to Dan's stuff. Dan, you've been put out some great stuff, by the way. I love the comic book stuff. The dog, your dogs are so cute, by the way, too, by the way. Scott says, hey, Thrash, and a whole bunch of other people as well. And I'm just going to skip down to the hays and highs and hoes. And at the moment, I'm actually caught up. Terrell Eugene Bellinger is here and says, good evening, Thrash. Happy Sunday fun day. Remember with children where it was the Bundy Sunday fun day? And they end up overspending and he has to work at a gas station for the day. I used to work at a gas station. It is actually one of the most thankless jobs imaginable. And Tracy's here. Oh, and for some reason, I know nothing about cars. I know absolutely nothing about cars. But I did work at a gas station because I pumped gas. We didn't have a mechanic. And people would ask me, oh, could you check on the engine, could you check on the hood, could you check on the checker? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have a mechanic at this location. Well, could you do it? I don't know engines. And they think you were just being lazy. Tracy says, hi to all. I am sorry if I don't say hello to you personally. I'm just getting my stuff sorted out for work tomorrow morning at the same time. No, everybody consider yourself hello, 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 hello. Lynn says, I guess Sarah is mad at me still. Wow. I'm sure she is. Gary says, only he can drop dead. Ooh, that's not. Ooh, ow. Who can drop dead? I missed that part. 257. Uh oh, I see, I see. And Tug says no words to Tracy. Chance is here. He says hi, Thrash Pondo Pawns. Uh oh, let me just get rid of this. It's saying turn off your suggestions. I don't want to do that. And fellow chatters, Chance, so good to see you, my man. And John Doe says again, what's on the agenda today? Well, I got my Spock trivia tonight. Everything else is just general Q and A. And Sister Sarah's giving another link. Thank you. Kevin says, anybody else ever play Traveler, the sci-fi version of D&D? Just getting back into it. I believe yes, yes, I did used to play that years ago. Is that the one with the Drazolites and the Uzarians? Yes. I was a Drazolite. Podblast, 257 says the Podblast. Did you see any John Carpenter movies? Good question. More links here. A lot of people saying hello to each one another. Tug says, I don't know any mechanics, but if you need an expert in Mecha Kong, I'm your geek. With Doctor Who, I love that one. I love that one. Um, and I think I just jumped, but I think we're pretty. Oh no, we're pretty good. We're pretty good. 257 ever it says ever seen any Netflix movies, Gary? Oh, I'm sure there's a bunch of them. I'm sure you've seen at least some of them. Indy Spouts is here. Indy says, I listened to my copy of Leonard Nimoy Presents Mr. Spock music from outer space to get in the proper mood tonight. That should do it. Oh, and Scott says to Chance, great stream today. Yes, Chance, I'm so sorry for missing your streams, man. Been one thing after another. I got the guys from Anderson coming to do my windows tomorrow. Might have to make it an early night tonight. But I apologize for not being as active in the YouTube circles as I normally am. Tug says brain and brain. What is brain? Careful, don't give the game away. And John Doe says, I want them to bring back the diet candy AIDS. A lot of people do. Believe it, a lot of people do. It's such a pity that it had to cancel because of that. My vlog says a lot of emojis. Hit that thumbs up and share out and comment after show, please. And thank you, what she said. Cindy D is here and says, hello, everybody. Hello, Thresh. Cindy D, so glad you could make it. 257 says, Geek Frankenstein. Those are the best kinds. Gary Carpenter says to John Carpenter, too bad we're not related. I know that would be amazing. And 257 says, exterminate, exterminate. Ah, yes. Different Doctor Who. And Tab says, guess this beloved 70s sitcom. A single mom with her 5 children formed a rock band and toured across the country in a Mondarian painting inspired school bus. Mandrain, Mandalorian in painted inspired school bus. Partridge Family. Gary Carpenter says to T, I hope you're recycling always, always. Steve says my mother had AIDS. Do they work? Pod Blast guest, the Partridge Family, and you are correct. And Christopher Wilkinson is here, by the way. And he says, good evening, Bob. Good evening to you too, by the way. 257 says, Gary Mass TV cartoon special. Ever seen it? Haven't. Oh, my flock, you shared us out. Thank you, my flock. That is like very double plus good of you. 257. Oh, I'm Mad TV. And John Doe says, "Pardon me, but do you have any gray? Pardon me, do you have any gray poupon?" Daryl Johnson's here. He goes, "Bob, Daryl, other brother, good to see you." And Gary says, "Only not that I can remember." Ah, as far as Netflix goes. And he says, "Diet Mondrain anagrams to no dim painter." You went a long way for that. Thank you. And just gonna skip up, skip to my Lou. Skip to Lou. And Scott says, "Look at me, I'm Cindy. Look at me, I'm Cindy D.